Direct your attention to center court for the award ceremony. Get ready for the NBA champions, your Atlanta Hawks, the head coach of your team. Introducing the NBA champions, your Atlanta.
A truly special ceremony. The distribution of cherished NBA rings. What an achievement for this team, and a great way to tip off our broadcast. Welcome, everyone. It's the NBA here on 2K Sports. Joined by Coach Stan Van Gundy and Grant Hill. This is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter, and it's the Bucks to start out. You know, in game 2 of a back-to-back, just how drained are you from yesterday as a player?
You know, B.A., proper rest and stretching can help a lot. But you're not going to be your usual self at the start of game time. Believe that.
Let's check out Milwaukee's starting lineup. They've got... Oh, my goodness!
What a dunk!
Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that? Here's Carr. Pass to Johnson. Here's Livingston. Shot clock at 6. Off target from outside. About a minute into this first quarter. Thunder, the pass to Mitchell. Here's Thunder. And And it's all from three-point range. Here's Carr. To the wing on the left. Lets the three fly. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Here's Thunder. Right side White. Out to the right wing. Pass to Thunder. There's the triple. Hits the trifecta. Thunder's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Here's Carr. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Here's Smith. Another possession, another assist.
Tremendous feed. You know, there are only 3 players now ahead of him in career assists.
It's remarkable. One of the greatest passers this game has ever seen. Carr passes to Johnson. Here's Livingston, covered by Smith. Out left to the wing. Here's Carr. Rebound Atlanta. They're fresh off the win against the Pelicans.
They really had a strong night shooting the basketball. They got hot and stayed hot.
No, you're not going to lose many games shooting the percentage they did. That takes a disciplined effort. And a coaching staff has to be happy with how they've shot the ball here early on.
About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Can they get it? And Burke pulls it down.
Well, that's a shot the defense felt like they could live with, and it worked out for them that time.
And they're building up steam, getting out in front and trying not to look back.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
Timeout called. Milwaukee, a tough loss coming against Boston in their last game.
Yeah, they found some decent looks. The shots just weren't falling. Sometimes it goes like that.
Seems like they did all they could, and sometimes it still doesn't go your way.
Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Here's Carr. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Boston.
Yeah, he did a great job attacking the defense and getting to the line. That kind of aggression goes a long way.
The Hawks lead by 9. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Here's Livingston. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
I mean, what do you expect when you give him the clear look? That's just too easy.
And it is dangerous to let him get it going this early.
Here's Burke. Yet to see a basket. Thunder, the pass to Mitchell. Here's Thunder. Shot clock at 5. Smith outside. The 3. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
I just love the ball.
The Bucks trail by 10. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Johnson against Mitchell. And the bucket counts, and he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. Milwaukee making a switch here. Brown's checked in. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
Here's Livingston. We saw him with 11 points in his last game. The rebound by Atlanta.
Yeah, that's a missed opportunity. Great look, just couldn't finish.
For three, Smith fires in the triple. Smith's got 11 points.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Pass to Livingston. They set the pick. Pulls up, high post. And out of bounds. Atlanta will have it. All right, let's go to the leaderboard and see the top passing teams last season. The Hawks second.
Well, they put a big emphasis on quality passes last year. We saw consistent high-level ball movement from them.
The Hawks making a switch here. Lyles is checked in. Baldwin's checked in from Burke. Here's Thunder. He had a 30-point outing in their last game against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
And he may have posed even more problems with his passing. They had to worry about him as a scorer and a distributor.
And Atlanta with possession here, leading by 12. Here's Mitchell.
That miss aside, they're off to a strong start at the offensive end.
No good there, off the double clutch. Well, you look at the so-called super teams that have been assembled in recent years. A lot of cautionary tales.
Yeah, I mean, team. Giving up their draft picks for the better part of a decade to bring in a star. It can get ugly really fast if things don't work out.
Hart's checked in for Johnson. Six on the shot clock. Here's Livingston. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Boston.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Here's Lyles. Tried to bank it in, but it misses.
Wow, that's a tough foul to take there. That gives him two early on, and the coach might have to cut his minutes a bit.
James is checked in for the Bucks. Here's Livingston. There's a screen. They still need this. Drops in the three. Livingston's got 5 now.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Here's Lyles. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free.
Substitution on the board.
Here's Brown. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Boston. Back to Johnson. Fires the three. Rebounded by the Hawks. Burke's got 6 rebounds in the game. So on the floor for Milwaukee, they've got James, and it's Johnson in at the 3.
And this kind of six slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Knocks it loose. Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, guys, Thunder in the last outing against the Pelicans really lit up the floor. He finished with 30 points, and he was dialed in from long distance. But remember, he also was great on the stripe. He was a force of nature in that game. He made the opposition look utterly helpless.
Outstanding, thanks. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
White, the pass to Mitchell. White with a screen on James. Thunder. And the three off target.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
And it's out of bounds to the Bucks as Milwaukee retains possession. And the Hawks making a change here. Smith's checked in. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Here's Carr. Blocked! Ooh, poked away. Smith right side. Atlanta again missing. The Bucks trail by 9. 3-on-3. Pass to Carr. From deep, Johnson. And Burke pulls it down. Burke's got rebound number 7 tonight. The 3, Smith. Rebounded by Lyles.
After nailing 3 trays to start this game, he's gone silent here in the second quarter.
On the push, here comes Atlanta. And he's going for the lob. Here's Brown. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Great recognition. Understanding that that one is all him.
Yeah, beating everyone up the floor and finishes off the break.
Out to the wing. Here's Carr. It's hauled in by White. White's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Thunder. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Driving inside. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Atlanta shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. Well, Grant, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, B.A., I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive. So cutting down that risk makes a lot of sense.
Pass to Livingston. Here's Carr. Fires for 3. And again, it's the Bucks missing.
You hate to pile on, but his poor shooting night has really hurt the team.
Thunder, the pass to White. Uses the glass to finish the layup. White's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Thunder, the pass to White. On the wing, Mitchell. Lets it go from deep. Offensive board. Smith right side. Pass to Thunder. Just 4 to shoot. For 3. And that one's good. Mitchell for 3. Mitchell's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And here's Johnson. He's got 5. The 3 is up. No good. That's his 3rd miss out of 5 attempts.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Here's Brown. Checked by Mitchell. Pass to Carr. 3-pointer. Hits a 3-pointer. Carr's got 6.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Thunder, the pass to Burke. Here's Thunder. Poke loose. It's Johnson with a drive. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. He has 7.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
Here's Burke. Oh, sinks it after the cagey pump fake. Nice. And the Hawks lead by 11.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
Offensive rebound. Smith with it. He's coming off a 10-point game against New Orleans. Drains the triple.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Pass to Livingston. Here's Carr. 4-3. And that's his third bucket at 8 attempts.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Here's Brown. He has 6. He tries for 3. Up again. It's good on the putback. Livingston's got his first 2 points of the night.
Big-time effort on the glass.
And when you have a touch that soft, those tip-ins are easier to make. Thunder with the bucket.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
All right, time for an injury report.
Thanks, I just talked with Milwaukee's head athletic trainer. It's not good. A broken ankle. Potential surgery needed to stabilize it. Everything that I'm hearing points to this being a long-term issue. Obviously, he and the team are extremely frustrated right now.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Boy, this injury definitely looks like it could be serious, guys.
Here's hoping it's not, but yeah, this team may have to get used to playing without him for a bit.
Yeah, you never want to speculate on injury, but that didn't look like something you were going to bounce back from quickly.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Milwaukee shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. So he gets them both. Atlanta leading by 9. No luck on that one. Johnson with the defensive effort. Pass to Carr.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
There's a minute 59 left to play in the first half. Ball stolen. Out on his own on the break. Oh!
Wow!
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Pass to Johnson. Here's Carr. And his 4th make of the day in 10 tries.
Well, if they can come back and take the lead, this will be because he's carrying it. This quarter's been all about him and his offense.
Thunder, the pass to Lyles. Oh, swiped away. Here's Carr. 13 points in the game. Pass to Johnson. Clock at 6. The 3 ball. Baldwin with a rebound.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
Thunder, the pass to Lyles. From the arc. It goes. He's made 3 shots in 6 attempts.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
To the paint. Cuts off the pass. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
The Bucks trail by 14. Here's Carr. Pass to Livingston. Knocks it down from distance. Livingston's got 8. Here's Baldwin. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And the first half now in the books. The Hawks on top, up 11. And we've got more action coming your way after this break.
Welcome, everybody. It may be early on in the season, but not too early to take a full assessment of the Eastern Conference standings.
When I look at Milwaukee, they've started this season on the right foot, something we kind of expected given their offseason. We'll see if this is a pace they can maintain as the year rolls on.
And going back now to that first half, you could say things are going extremely well for the Hawks.
As a team, you love a night like this when the game feels simple.
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Here's Thunder. We've got Smith, and it's Mitchell in at the small forward position. So that's the Hawks 5. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Following this game, they host the Magic, and that's a one-game homestand for the club. Now Johnson. To the middle. White with a steal. Here's Thunder. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Livingston passes to Carr. Now here's Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires from deep. Counted from distance. 10 points for him.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
And that one is hammered home.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
Yeah, they're not pulling any punches here. Even the guards are attacking the basket.
And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Well, he's been able to find points, just not enough. They've got to string together some more buckets.
Well, Stan, in this league, the opportunity always exists to make a name for yourself.
It certainly does, Brian. And guys that maybe haven't gotten their opportunity, if they're ready when they get it, then they're going to burst onto the scene, and they'll no longer be under the radar guys. Look at a guy like Jalen Brunson, second-round pick, bench guy in Dallas for a long time, and then now an all-star. Yeah, very hot start out of halftime, making their first 3 shots, getting the looks that they want, and knocking them down.
Johnson against Mitchell. They set a pick. Takes a 3. Rebounded by the Bucks.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Johnson passes to Carr. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's Livingston. Off target from three-point range.
Only their first miss in 4 attempts. It's been a great start to the half.
Thunder, the pass to Mitchell. There's the 3. It doesn't go for him. Bucks trail by 10. From deep, Johnson. No good there. 6 for 11 now from the floor. Mitchell against... Oh, okay!
Oh, my God.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Valentine's checked in for the Hawks. Here's Carr. 13 points in the game. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Johnson. And looking at second chance points last year, here were the teams that did the most damage on the offensive glass. The Hawks second.
This is a hustle stat. This team pounded the offensive glass, and it shows in their numbers from last year.
Thunder, the pass to Valentine. Top of the key. Rebounded by the Bucks. Livingston's got his 7th rebound here tonight. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
On the wing, Mitchell, covered by Johnson. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
We've seen scoring totals increasing, and fans might appreciate it, but NBA VP and head of basketball ops Joe Dumars said, quote, "I think what fans really want to see is incredible competition. The score is secondary to that. And guys, you talk about competing, Joe D brought it at both ends of the floor."
No doubt about that. Well said, Allen. Timeout called. Milwaukee.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
Well, if you're just going to let them score inside at will, you might as well pack your bags.
McDaniels is checked in for Burke. Here's Livingston. Give him 8. Pass to Carr. This one for 3. And another miss by Milwaukee.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Thunder, the pass to Valentine. Stolen! Knocked away. Inside, McDaniels. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for it? Atlanta.
Well, look, you have to be able to count on energy and effort every night, and they're showing a lot of it with their transition buckets.
Well, another thing they've been doing right in this one is making the most of turnovers. Lots of points for them tonight off of them.
Here's Livingston. 6 to shoot. Here's Carr. Off the mark there with a 3.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
And out of bounds, Milwaukee will have it. All right, let's see what the Atlanta Hawks have coming up. On Monday, they'll host the Boston Celtics. And then on Saturday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Orlando, going up against the Magic.
And you know, for that matchup with the Bulls, that one's going to be their 7th game of the season. Almost a full 10th of the season played after that one.
Baldwin's checked in for Mitchell. Johnson with a bucket.
Just a heroic scoring effort from him this quarter. He's doing everything he can to will them back into this game.
Outside McDaniels. Here's Baldwin. Oh, swiped away. To the inside. The shot by Johnson, no good.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Very pretty alley-oop.
Oh, incredible! Save that one. I want to watch it again.
Awesome. The Bucks trail by 13. Here's Carr. He's got 13. Pass to Livingston. Here's Carr. The 3. The rebound by Atlanta. White's got 7 rebounds in the game.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And, Coach, you've been lauded by some of your former players for your pregame preparation. I've seen it myself in the broadcasting world.
Well, I've also been cursed by some of those players for my pregame walkthroughs, Brian. People thought they were way too long, but I just wanted to be as prepared as possible and was one that always believed I'd rather do too much than too little.
Brown's checked in for the Bucks. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by McDaniels.
Yeah, not a great pass there. You got to be on the same page as your teammates.
And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Milwaukee. 15-point game. And the Bucks miss again. The Hawks have gotten 6 of 10 shots to fall in this third quarter.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Here's Livingston. Give him 8. From behind the arc. It's hauled in by White. White's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Oh, he packs it down!
That is incredible.
And he jams it home with authority.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Livingston passes to Johnson. No good again that time.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Pass to Livingston. Outside Johnson. Here's Brown. Here's Livingston. Offline with a 3.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
It's McDaniels on the wing. There's a minute 59 left in the third quarter here. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. And the Hawks lead by 21.
You really have to question the defensive effort on that possession.
Yeah, I got to agree. Their defensive commitment's got to be a lot better.
Timeout called. Milwaukee. Lyles, he's checked in for Atlanta. Pass to Brown. Here's Purdue. Johnson on the wing. Here's Brown. Three-pointer off the mark.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
And it's Lyles missing. And here are the Hawks now. They're on a 19-7 run. Here's Thunder. It's stolen by Johnson. 1:03 left in the third. And here's a look now at who shot the ball the best during last season's campaign. Milwaukee shooting their 6th and 7th free throw shots in the game. And the first one at the line is good. And the Hawks making a change here. Burks checked in. James is checked in for Milwaukee. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Atlanta leading by 19. Pass to Lyles. Here's Thunder. Releases. Baldwin, the pass to Thunder. 6 on the shot clock. No good on the triple.
The perimeter game has failed him thus far. Hit one from range in the first half, but nothing since.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
No debate there. He got hammered.
He's off on the first. Smith, he's checked in for McDaniels. And he sinks the second. Atlanta's gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Lyles, covered by Johnson. Count that bucket. Lyles has got 11.
Well, you guys know I love analytics, but I still like the mid-range, especially when he's taking the shot.
Pass to Carr. Down low. Here's Purdue. Offensive rebound. Blocked! And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will keep it.
Milwaukee ball.
Here's Lyles. Oh, persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
And give credit to Coach there for drawing that up. He positioned his guys for immediate success.
And so it... And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Well, he really just helps tie this team together. They know they can count on him to set them up.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter. And it's Brown in at the 2. Both free throws good from Mitchell. More and more we're seeing international players come into the league who are NBA ready, Grant.
It really is a sight to see, BA. And some of those guys start playing pro ball when they're 16 or 17 years old. It toughens you up real quick playing against older competition at that age.
Atlanta leading by 20. Here's Thunder from deep. He buries it from 3. Thunder's got 30 points.
He's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
Into the lane, to the left wing. Pass to Burke. Here's Lyles. Milwaukee with the rebound. Lyles has got 4 rebounds in the game. About 1 minute played here in the fourth quarter. Carr can't get it to go. Well, the Hawks shooting around 53%, a nice number. Thunder.
Wow!
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there. Got a piece of it. Here's Lyles. Pass to Brown. So we see the Hawks taking the W here. A competitive game, you have to...
Okay then, that's how we stand on business.
Drink plenty of fluids. Win the swamp tonight.